Howdy, hi everybody. Dzień dobry, merhaba, and oi, como vai você? Come on, work with me here. Are we? Ah, there we go. Now that's just odd to see, isn't it? Okay, raining like the devil, daytime, 39, 38. Where the heck am I? I don't, oh, okay. Well, was I going that away or up that away? Oops, 40. There's a road here. Let's follow the road. Ooh, this isn't a bad place to... That might not be... Well, hopefully we'll find someplace interesting. I've done so many of these. It'd be kind of nice to have an unusual kind of... Oops, now there's another road that heads off towards forest. Let's take it. Now, at some point, I'm also looking for a beefalo. Oops. I don't know. You know, I think the garland kind of interferes with the look. But maybe that's just me. Now, if you're new to the game, frogs will kill you. If you kill one frog, packs of frogs will descend upon you and beat you. I'm actually serious about that. They do hunt in packs or come at you in packs. Now, around one pool, if you've got armor, you'll probably be all right. But if you're in a position where there's a lot of pools, you can really get in a jam fast. It's just one of those weird things. You don't look for a game where penguins and frogs are dangerous to you. Penguins have, well, both of them actually have herd instincts. Okay, stone. Now, like I said, we need gold. Tall birds will kill you. They used to be a lot worse about it than they are. Now, those stones have niter and those stones have gold, or boulders. It's kind of complex when you're referring to things as... Now, the tools you open with are a pickaxe and an axe that you have access to, would be the right way to say that. Now, with this, we can make the first science machine with 1 gold. And that's it. I haven't tried to go to Alt. I should mine this. Can use this to make gunpowder. Hello, Crow. I didn't know if any sayings had been installed in my little self, and I have no idea how to refer to myself. I've always been really annoyed by athletes that refer to themselves in the third person. Now, I think it takes like, I want to say 7 gold to make both machines. Now, I think in Maxwell I just made them wherever. I don't know. It seems like his worked out. After a while you lose. The thing about the first science machine is you can build a backpack. One of the things, you can build backpack, armor, and spear. And tools are not squat on the damage that weapons do. You definitely want a weapon before you fight anything. And once upon a time, the best weapon early on that you could get was a Tentacle Spike. But with them upgrading the Hambat, I would say it's the Hambat, which is kind of odd because it's actually easier to... Well, if you have pigs, it's easier. Well, I don't know. Kind of a mixed bag there. So where are we and what are we doing? I've got to think about playing this. I don't know if I want to... I think it'd be easier to make the first science machine somewhere. Fudge. Yeah, because I don't even have an axe. I'd like to open some stuff up here. Oh, crud muffins and pickles. Ooh, there's a... Now, the problem, if you open a mine, you'll probably get bats. You will get bats at some point coming out of it. And I've never actually fought them without armor and a weapon. So, let's... oh, and there's a pig house. Now, pigs on a full moon turn into werepigs, and you don't want that to happen to you. So, let's park right here for right now. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about the science machine. And there's a graveyard. So, yeah, let's put it here. Now, this may or may not work out over time. Now, what have I got that's cooked? I kind of hate to find out what happens if I eat uncooked or try to. Supposedly I can't, so... Yeah, I simply can't. So there you go. What was that again? A carrot edible, but I'm going to cook it anyway. And what was that? Future rot. Well, there you go. I absolutely cannot eat. So that works out well. I usually well, you know what? I think I'm just going to cook and eat those and get them out of my inventory. Alright, let's open some stuff. Rope. Need the backpack so I can continue in decent fashion. Now, I'm assuming you all have the power to read, so... ooh, I went over 40 on Flint. Well, that'll get taken care of quick. What else was I thinking of here? Alright, so we did the backpack. More rope. Okay, spear, your first weapon. Log suit. Now, you don't want to use your last of your firewood, but we can make a torch anyway, so that's no big deal. So now we have armor and a real weapon, so... Alright, where am I here? Alright, the second science machine is the alchemy machine. It takes 4 boards and 6 gold. One of the things I always forget to open is a razor. Oh, and we should open a shovel too. Alright, there's our flint problem. Now you can go to shift left click and it'll move stuff between your backpack and your inventory. Now where else was I? On things I always forget to open. If you find beefalo, you will want a razor. I'm tempted to open a pitchfork. Yeah, let's do it. I'll probably end up leaving it behind. But if you find the Maxwell biome, it's nice to be able to... Alright, let's check out this sanity thing. Now, whether there's a headstone or not, it's a grave, so... Yes, you should. Now, what'd we get? Ooh, an amulet. Now, that'll resurrect you if you die and put everything around you. Well, it'd be best to read that in Wiki. Oh, and I wanted to cook some berries before my fire goes away, since I can't eat anything that's not cooked. Oh, crud. Okay. Well, that should be enough for tonight. Now, every time you dig a grave, it should have a hit. Your sanity should take a hit. And that is what I call grave trash. And you can see we took 10 on sanity. You can give grave trash to the Pig King if you find one. That's grave trash. and he'll give you gold for it. What I'd really like, well, what you want is gears or gems, and there's a gear. That'll give us our refrigerator. Okay, and you can live without a refrigerator. You can live without most in it. You know, it's a sandbox. There's a lot of different ways to skin the cat, so to speak. It's a good thing none of my cats are around. Okay. Trying to think what else. Now, this science machine might have some of our cool stuff in it. Now, I've said before, the most important, the most valuable thing you have at the beginning of the game is time. And so I don't normally do all this stuff. Sewing kit, you're going to have a hound's teeth for. Rabbit ear mussel do in a pinch if you don't have anything for a winter hat. All right, we can make a straw. Well, we almost ought to open that because of the hat thing. Okay, I'm not going to go through every item. I was looking for... Now, the stuff I've seen added is comes after everything else. Okay, Needle of Power. Use an alchemy engine to build a prototype. I think that's unique to me. And Dark Binding Thread for that real smooth black. Tools of the Hatter. Sew hats, 2 hats. And I didn't see my Mad Hatter hat. Tools of the hat. So I press the Hattator. Now to press the Hattator, I swear it was in the first science machine. Science machine, alchemy, divining rod. Yes, night will be here soon. Oh crap. We need wood. We need trees. Where are the trees? Me? I still haven't figured out this referring to me thing. The hell's my axe? Fool around here and foolishly die. Oh, I should have dug up that stuff. Now your garland will eventually spoil. That's a big graveyard. Oh crud, I don't want to lightning the forest. Shoot. Oh, did it stop? Good. I was going to say we could make a lightning rod. I should have made one and put it up for later use. I usually do the big trees because you get 2 pine cones from them for planting later, but it's really no big deal. If you get a tree guard, you can plant pine cones to placate him, but it's I usually don't bother. If you can get him to fight anything else, it'll break his aggro to you, but it used to be you could have him run him into a toothy trap and that would break his aggro, but they fixed that. Okay, campfire time. Or torch time. Science machine is there. Don't I have a torch? Yes. There's my torch. $14, I'm going to let that run out. Okay, what else can we do in you? It's quite basic. I won't mind parting with it. No, you don't need another torch, you silly thing. Refining. Let's open boards. And since I've got cut stone in an inventory file, we might, inventory, we might as well do that too. What's under magic? Wonder if my new stuff is under magic. Ice staff, nope. Probably need the second science machine for other stuff. Now, alchemy engine, prestidigitator, prestidigitator. Okay, not really worried about it. Well, you can open signs. Now, if you do that, normally you place that like I place this science machine, but you can put stuff away and place it later. Now, this stuff's going to heaven, so we need to, and we'll need something to eat later today. Might as well use the fire. Alright, what else? Let's do that and then put it away. Alright, food, I can't think of anything. Survival, bedrolls is what I always forget. We need to make rope. I always forget bedrolls because I never make them. Straw roll. It lets you sleep, but there's a huge hit on food. Now, if we had any, whatever I want to say, if we had any, I think that'll do us. If we had any silk, I would make the, I would make the net and probably the fishing pole because I always regret not making it. Okay, it's kind of decision time. If we had 4 monster meat, we could kill a pig and make a, if we turn him in, if you have 4 monster meat, you could turn him into a werepig. If you kill him as a werepig, you get a piggy butt drops, which is pig skin, and 2 regular meat. And from that, we could make, ooh, I'll bet you that takes the alchemy machine. But anyway, we could make a ham bat, which is currently, I think, it's one of the top 3 or so weapons. And dark sword screws up your sanity. The thulecite weapon club, you have to go all the way down to the 2nd level of the caves to the ruins to get the stuff and to even access a science machine down there to build it. So as far as stuff you can get at, the ham bat's probably the best. It spoils, but it never wears out. And I think that's 10 days on that. So, but I think it would take an alchemy machine. I'd just as soon not build that until we find a place where we want to live. So, exploring might be the best thing to do that, and we need spiders. So, let's roll out and explore. Oh, kind of, where's the hammer? Tempted to make a hammer. Except would be leaving it here. Now, let's go with what we've got. Okay, I'm tempted to hang around long enough to make a chest to put this crap in. Let's see, wait a minute. Refining. If you can't tell, I'm still not anywhere near 100%. I'll tell you some of what's going on. Once upon a time, the family used to go down to a small Kansas town, and it's where my mother's family lives. And one of my aunts, her family was like one of those families way back when. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on certain things now. Anyway, her family was a large family. Her mother died and her father remarried. And I don't even know. She had at least 8 or 10 brothers and sisters. But anyway, I had an aunt that was only about 2 to 3 years older than I was, so we all played together as kids. And they're not sure what's wrong. They think she may have leukemia or a leukemia-like disease. And her blood platelets are a fraction of what they should be, and still seem to be in decline. So, and it's way to hell and gone in Kansas, and for me to ride a couple of 3 hours in a car with my nerve damage and problems is just brutal. Damn it. So anyway, that's one of the things that I was going to say, I don't think I put my shovel up. But that's just one of the family things that's going on, and it's just, see, my mother's be 91, and, wait, no, she'll be 90, and she's already outlived, I don't know, a couple of brothers, a sister. Well, we might as well get the rest of that, I guess.